Over the last few years, we've seen gaming become a very expensive hobby. 60 to 70 pound games have become the standard, regardless of the length, visuals, or really anything good. So when a game comes along and breaks that standard by looking insane and costing the player literally nothing, I just had to see what all the fuss was about. And thanks to Everstone Studio for sponsoring this video, we can do exactly that.
Let's pop a little flipping monster. Ah, fire.
The game starts out with the goat Uncle Jang, sitting on a rock minding his own business.
Oh! Wait, how? What the fuck? There's some shit you'd buy, like, it's like Assassin's Creed, bro. Oh, now you got the field of roses and shit. Oh, this game looks sick. Oh! Son, I'm crying. The Void King. Bro's about to get flipping smoked.
Now, we don't fight this guy just yet, but this area serves as a tutorial for the combat, and it's surprisingly pretty good.
Nah, what am I playing, bro?
After taking out a few enemies, we're given the option to create our character.
Trending all time. There's gotta be some funny ones on here. SpongeBob SquarePants. Keanu Reeves, John Wick. Air fryer. Whoa, that's actually impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is hard.
We're able to choose our name before being woken up by Ruby.
look how rapid she is, mate. What happened to this bamboo, mate? Huh? What the hell? What am I looking at? Just Voldemort chilling in like some tropical paradise. Birds chirping and shit.
The world of Where Winds Meet is genuinely massive, and even outside the missions, there's chests to collect, enemy camps to take over, and of course, a stupid amount of collectibles, because what open world game doesn't have them? After unlocking this first section of the map, we head to the village to see a guy doing backflips.
What's this guy doing? Why is that frog so big? What the fuck? What?
It turns out you can steal this move, which is just such a random way to introduce this feature. With the intro over, I was more than sure I'd get the blacked out robe that I picked out at the start of the game. But as I very quickly found out, this costs real money. Now, you can go through the entire game without spending a single thing, but I really wanted this Voldemort drip.
Ooh, I like that. I actually like that. Okay, I guess we're dropping £10.99. Sponsored video and I'm the one dropping money. I actually dripped. No way you can run about with a celery stick. Oh, on a stick. Oh, no. Look at that. That is Voldemort if you've ever seen, bro.
With the new fit unlocked, we speak to Ruby, and that's when I found out how confusing the menu is. Like, this should be its own trophy, I'm not even gonna lie. All I wanted to do was upgrade my character, and I went through multiple menus that sounded correct, but take you to the most random, unrelated stuff that you don't really care about. Like, how am I redeeming beta rewards for a game I just downloaded?
Thank you for pre-registering for Where Winds Meet. Don't think I did that.
The menu does start making a bit of sense as you get further into the game, but I feel like there should at least be a tutorial or like some kind of explanation as to what you got to do here. But you know, at least the sky looks flipping sick.
Damn. What? Do we get a cat? Surely not. You know, like Instagram Reels where it's like first person to ever meow while driving around a roundabout. Meow! Meow! Meow!
These are called Meow Meow treasures, and you need to find 15 of the 111 scattered around the map for these two trophies. We make it to Heaven's Pier and, more importantly, Blissful Retreat.
What the fuck am I doing? Main story chapter 1. Okay, we're actually getting somewhere now.
As much as I'd love to cover the story in this video, it's a mammoth task with hidden lore and not so great translation that would honestly make this viewing experience very confusing. I'll still cover a few of the story beats, but I really do urge you to play the game and experience it for yourself. Moving on, we pop our first trophy for turning into a dog.
Do not drink. I'm drinking the shit, bro. No way, that's my first trophy. It's becoming a dog. Instant 10 out of 10 game right here. If we can become a cat, that is an 11 out of 10. What is going on?
The game doesn't really explain how to play this, so I was kind of left in the dust. I quickly forgot about this though when finding a car in the wild.
Oh, don't step on the white stone. I kind of like this whole community aspect of it, you know. I was a whole guy here, what the fuck?
I think the signposts in this game are a great addition to the single player, as it gives you a sense of community while not being bothered by actual players, which in my opinion is a win-win.
Farewell, Ruby, I hope we never meet again. I want to punch Ruby so bad.
After speaking to these people underground, we're given our first look at the beauty of this game.
Whole game just like opened up me. Holy. Yeah, it's some like aura shit, bro. Mate, that actually looks crazy. Damn. What a photo op.
Just going to stand there? Get over here.
For a first boss, honestly, this wasn't that bad and gave me false hope that I was actually somewhat good at this game.
Nah, this is a cool fight, I can't even lie. I'm cooked, I'm actually fucked. Oh my gosh, she's actually so low, but so am I. Yes! Get smoked. It was all a dream.
I popped a quick trophy for enhancing my gear to level 2.
That should be a trophy. Nice.
And one more for beating the mission.
Ooh, Source of the Still Shore. That's a pretty cool setting, actually. Damn. Damn, indeed. Let me take another picture here. That is sick. That literally looks like Voldemort, bro. Enjoy where winds meet. Safe travel, traveler.
With that, we were free to explore the land. I did my first character breakthrough, which is like a mini trial against stronger enemies, and then grabbed my 40th chest for another trophy.
Level 17. Every inch covered. Collect 40 chests. Okay, we're making progress, low key.
Speaking of trophies, we can get our next two by finding a dragon key. What is a dragon key? I mean, you tell me. The game fails to mention they even exist, and the only reason I know about them is because of this goat right here. We need 2 of them to master specific weapons in the game, and it turns out I already had one from the character breakthrough, which is news to me. The second one can be earned by stealing the Veil of Stillness from this random guy just chilling on top of a mountain.
Here we go, we've got 2 dragon keys now. Awesome.
And then we run about for far too long trying to find these hidden entrances to master each weapon.
There we go. Nice. Healing hands. Okay. Go on, looking. Oh, I did it. The Grand Strategist. Whoa. What do you mean? I just found a completely different like underground city or whatever. Like if you like cats. Yes, sir.
To randomly stumble across this was like awesome. And looking back now, I can imagine there's a lot more to this game that I completely missed in my playthrough. What I didn't miss though was the chance to chuck this demon goose in the water.
What the fuck, bro?
Bye, have a great time.
Just like that.
On the list of unemployed activities, my next stop was the highest peak in the area. And not only does this have an insane view, but it turns out the law of gravity doesn't apply to Voldemort.
Oh, we can just run up literally any surface, even if it's not even vertical. No, I can't get up there. So where? There we go. That must be it. Nice, Horizon Seeker. That's an awesome picture as well. There's actually so many nice pictures on this game. Cannot tell me that does not look like some shit out of Harry Potter, bro.
A little bit later in the story, we approach our next boss fight.
Why skulk around like a coward? Go kill that horse by the wall. Go on drinking.
What did a horse do?
Kill the horse.
It's like that one scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where it's like, and I need that guy's leg. What am I fighting a horse, bro? What the hell?
This was the first real difficulty spike and completely threw me off considering I've been cruising through the game up to this point. All of a sudden, your parry timing matters, your health jars are important, and you actually have to lock in. There's 2 enemies in this fight, but the guy on the sidelines chucking random shit at you is basically invincible. So while you deal with the horse charging full speed at your skull, this guy's just there to be annoying.
Okay, so can he just not die then? Oh, he gets back to full health. Are you fucking joking?
I found the biggest thing that stumped me in this fight was my terrible reaction time. I'm talking like every parry missed, every dodge missed. Like there's a reason I played Turbo instead of starting my playthrough of Bloodborne. But what I came to realize is that the stagger bar is your best friend. Anytime you get this down to stun an enemy, you get about 5 seconds to spam as many attacks as you possibly can before hitting a combo to deal a final blow. And that's honestly what got me through the first phase.
Okay. Ooh. That horse is wicked, bro.
This is basically phase 1 on steroids. The attacks hit harder, faster, and everything requires more brain power than I've clearly got.
The fuck is this? Oh, I missed the last one. I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god.
If you cast your mind back to like 10 minutes ago, you might remember that we were woken up by Ruby. And well, now she's dead.
No. Oh, she's actually dead as well.
I don't really know why, out of everyone, you chose to quickscope a little kid, but I think it's only fair we get some revenge. The first phase is stupidly easy and gives you hope that this is going to be a quick fight.
Ooh, second phase. Nah, that's hard.
You've got a sword, right? So why can't you save her? I'll give you one more chance. Go on. Kill me.
Not even trying to glaze the game here, but this looks insane, and the boss fight arena is easily one of my favorites. The boss has two sides, with this red phase being somewhat normal, you know, your normal attacks, parries, and stupidly strong hits. But then randomly, you'll be chucked through the floor into this white phase, where anytime you're not dealing damage, you lose health. And this is honestly what makes the fight so hard. Like, how can you even get a hit in to regen health when she's flying about the map like a gas from Minecraft?
Once I'm dead, then yeah. What the fuck?
There's no other choice here than to perfectly ace the first phase, parry as many attacks as possible in the second, and then head into the white phase knowing you can take a bit of damage while waiting around for the boss to land on the ground.
Oh my god, I might actually have this. Oh! Okay, we're back, we're back. No, 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 no! Get fucked! Woo! Wait, why am I a horse? What the fuck? It's looking kind of peaceful though, whether it is a bug or not. Just roaming about as a horse. Makes you question life. So what was that, like a horse's POV or something? POV, you're a horse.
I popped a quick trophy here for getting my sword to level 30.
Nice. That's it, I think.
And then put it to the test by taking out this random civilian.
You gotta really want it as well. You won't be doing this accidentally, bro. What is that?
Who would have thought that taking out a completely innocent person would land me in prison?
Oh, we're actually like in prison. Wait, is that a real person? No way, that's someone else. You have violated the law and are sentenced to flogging. Sentence ends in 14 minutes.
Not to burst my own bubble here, but these are definitely not real people. Having consequences for your actions though is kinda cool, and more than I expected for a free game. After getting out, it was time to head to Kai Feng. This is a much larger area, and honestly one of my favorite parts of the game. The environment's more open, there's small towns you can stumble across, and the massive city in the middle has a completely different vibe to the rest of the game. But having a larger area also means more collectibles. And this is when the 400 oddity grind truly sunk in. These oddities don't show up on the main map, so your only option is to use Map Genie and just track them on your own.
I'm having to use like Map Genie. It only appears on the map like when you get really close. Like now, you can see on the map, the collectibles there. If I go on the map normally, there's no collectible there, you see what I mean? So it's all like relative to where you are, like a little UAV.
To make things a little bit faster, you can speak to this fisherman to unlock the flying ability.
Holy shit. What am I seeing right now, bro? Damn. Kind of matter, you could probably go through the whole game and not even know you can fly. I reckon you could play this game without flying, low-key.
But then you realize that the flying ability is locked behind even more things, and your best option is to honestly spend hours upon hours combing the map on the ground. While doing this, I completed my 10th Meow Meow treasure in the first area.
Ooh.
There's a few different oddities to grab, like beehives, red mist beetles, crickets under rocks, but after doing the same thing over and over again, it honestly doesn't matter what you're doing, as it becomes such a repetitive slog. Even after I did unlock the requirements to fly, the amount of time it takes to get in the air in the first place feels about as fast as it would be to just teleport to the nearest landmark. And that's when it really started to sink in that this was my life for the next 10 to 15 hours. But in the depths of collectible hell, I got an invite to a Mirage Bow.
Ooh. I want to go on that boat. I've read online these boats are like expensive. Like someone spent like 40 grand on this game or something to get a boat.
I think it's technically possible to get this boat for free, but I think we both know that is going to take a stupid amount of time. For 40 grand, you get your own dedicated route outside the map, and you can also invite a bunch of people to play mini games on the deck. Whether you think that's worth an entire house deposit though, I'll let you be the judge.
Look at this, like they've added a whole new extra section. Oh shit, I just fell off. There's like fireworks and shit. I can launch my own fireworks.
Being on a boat also gives you access to the boat owner's drip.
How much money has been spent here, I could not tell you. You're like, what the fuck? I'm sure the owners of the game know who this person is. Fair play. Fair flipping play.
It was a cool experience, but I wanted to get back to the oddity grind, and that's when I found out about the global chat.
What the hell? What is going on in this chat, bro? Ah, you're big. Someone call me mommy. What the hell? Say less, open wide. Alright, bro. What are we doing at 6 in the morning, mate?
Noodles. Don't noodles.
I continued grabbing oddities in the first area until finally, at long last, one of the collectible trophies popped.
Yes! This has taken an unreasonable amount of time. I'm flying about now. Probably as optimized as I possibly can be, I think. I don't like when there's too many collectibles where it just feels pointless. There's a limit, I feel, where like doing mundane miscellaneous tasks for trophies becomes too much, and I do feel this is potentially pushing that limit. And this, I think, to be honest, has taken me like 6 hours. Dare I say 7. So I don't know, there's probably gonna be like a 10, 11 hour grind here, just grabbing the collectibles for the trophy. That's all I'm doing.
Kaifeng has a different set of oddities, but the process is basically the same. Run about the map as fast as you can while grabbing random stuff to work towards a few pixels on the screen. Speaking of, it wasn't that long before I completed the 5th Meow Meow treasure in Kaifeng.
Yes! So I still got this entire other half all the way up here, and then all of this inside of here as well. And that's if I haven't missed anything. Like basically I've done half of this section in like, I don't know how long it's been. Loki. Help. Help me! I actually am enjoying this game like quite a lot, but this collectible grind is like putting a back burner on it. It's 11:30. Got myself a little monster. Just had a lovely stone baked pizza from Lidl. You know, that's actually Loki a cheat code, yeah. If you're cutting, but you want something nice still. Stone baked pizza from Lidl, 700 calories. Tell me that is not Loki a bargain. Basically, I'm just gonna frame it. Let's get the monster crack in. Ooh.
Now this card, for grading purposes, is incredibly difficult.
Oh, like, tell me that is just not fucking sick.
While the city looks insane, and like I already said, easily one of my favorite parts, it does sadly suffer from performance issues. The game runs perfectly fine everywhere else, but in this area, it's very common to see stuttering and freeze framing as you go through the story and do this collectible grind.
This is cool over here though, with like the Chinese dragon and shit. See that my game just froze. Frame rate here is terrible. It's very nice to be getting to the end of this. There's still so many more trophies to do, but like this has been like a 20-hour collectible grind, I think. Oh, people have left like Riverlands. Can I leave one as well? That's awesome, man. The last one I'm gonna grab is right here. Oh my god. Wow, this is perfect. Look how beautiful that is, man. Let's pop the trophy then. Now I can actually go to bed 2 a.m. Oh, and just like that, the game goes dark as well. It goes to nighttime. That was like the perfect trophy pop.
Going into the second act, not much happens trophy-wise, but it becomes very cutscene heavy. This is great when playing the game and easily my favorite act of the two, but to somehow break down the lore into a single 10-minute segment leaves out way too much information that is unfair to the story that unfolds. I did try to do this, but I ended up with a 10,000-word script that basically became a YouTube essay rather than a platinum video. So you know, here we are.
The voice of Valiant. Damn. I forgot IGN was wrong. IGN is never right, bro.
To finish off this platinum, there's a few side quests and boss fights that are way above my skill level. The first of which being the Nameless General.
This is going to be so cursed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this ever.
The Nameless General is a world boss, which means the entire fight is optional, and you've only got to do this if you hate yourself or want to get the platinum trophy. His attacks hit hard, and I mean like stupidly hard.
What do you mean, bro?
But they've given him a weaker stagger bar so that you can, in theory, take him down by parrying every single attack. That said, I'm terrible at this game, and even with the help of a few summons, there was just no way I was getting this done at my current skill level.
Okay, I'm dead already. Fucking sick, bro. Oh, that was on me. That was so on me. I'm constantly getting to, oh, there's no way he's just done me like that. Like what, I accidentally missed like one single block and then I just get fucking one tap.
I think it's best we leave this until a little bit later.
This area is low-key beautiful, bro. It reminds me of that one, I didn't play Elden Ring that much, but you can go like underground, isn't it? It's kind of what this feels like.
999.
Whoa! Head?
For the trophy Victory in the Abyss, we need to take down the Void King in 60 seconds. Given that I was still unable to beat the Nameless General, I didn't really have much hope here, but somehow I took him down first try.
Definitely was not 60 seconds. But that wasn't bad. I actually just can't believe this game's free, man. Like, there's definitely like stuff wrong with it, do you know what I mean? It's not like a perfectly flawless game of all time, but there's just so much here.
Running it back for the speed run, I invited one of my favorite bosses from the main story, and we made quick work of this trophy.
Yeah, we've got that in a minute, I think. Oh, say flipping lesson.
In Heavenfall, we run into arguably one of the most unique boss fights in the game. The Dragon King has two phases, and this first phase is one big parry sim. It's cool, but it definitely overstays its welcome, as there's just so many chances to be hit, considering it goes on for like 5 whole minutes. Using any health jars here makes the second phase insanely hard, because that's when you fight the real boss. I wish I had more reactions to this fight, but when I lock in, I just don't speak at all, and having to ace this first phase every time made it so hard to think about anything else.
Fucking finally. Let's go. Okay, I think speaking to this guy should pop us a trophy, which makes us one step closer to the plat, and we're actually getting kind of close now. Calm. It was a really cool fight, but it was like really dragged out. Like the fish section takes a while to get through, like 5 minutes, and then the actual boss fight takes like another 5 minutes. But the actual boss fight is the hard part. So you're spending like 5 minutes dilly-dallying around, hoping you don't get hit, just to then have another attempt at the second fight. Do you know what I mean? But it was very cool fight, very unique compared to the rest of the game. So I was gonna fight the Nameless General. What I'm going to do instead is go about and find all the Dark Surge fragments.
Dark fragments are these bits of lore that you unlock when speaking to random NPCs and doing side quests around the map. To unlock the true ending for this trophy, we need to find 25 of them. But unlike oddities, it seems nobody on planet Earth even knows these exist, except for this one person on YouTube. And I shit you not, without this guide, I'd probably still be roaming the map trying to find them.
If it wasn't for people that have played this game before and somehow just know what they're doing, this would be impossible. I don't know how you're getting dark fragments from just speaking to people, doing specific missions that then unlock specific character interactions that then unlock a specific dark fragment. That seems to be like the only way you would ever do this, I think, is like word of mouth from other people just randomly finding it, you know? Like that. Some random person in the thing. Like, how would you know to speak to him to get a dark fragment?
I spent the next few hours roaming the map, doing the most unrelated tasks like eating 10 unique dishes or speaking to this random guy in a well for like 10 in-game days, before I was finally able to grab the last one.
Oh! That means we now have the ending ready to go, but we need to clear Halo Peak.
Halo Peak focuses on the story of Tian Ying.
Oh, that's a cool shot, man. What the fuck? W Arena, if this is what we're about to fight. What the hell? I'm scared, bro. I hope this boss isn't that hard. It's probably one of my favorite areas, like, so far. The sense of scale is nuts. What do you mean?
Exploring this cave for a bit longer, we approach the man himself.
Prepare for suffering. Okay, so this is hard then, I guess. I'm job hunting, nothing can hurt more than that. Dear God, turn around, this man is immortal. Oh my God.
Little one, are you here to see my Dharma form?
Phase 1 of this fight is stupidly easy, as the only attacks being dealt are gold ones that you can avoid to get some hits in.
Okay, first phase already done, I guess.
Phase 2 is where things get very difficult. Tian Ying summons these sand statues that spam attack you from above, and he also summons sandstorms that feel like a massive cheap shot.
What the fuck? What? What did I even die to, bro? How do you even avoid that?
You can avoid this by sitting in a corner, but it kind of feels like it's not meant to be in the game, so I don't really know how else you do this. His other attacks can be parried with enough practice, but again, I'm really not good enough at this game to get those timings down. Amazing news when you realize there's a third fucking phase. And this phase is just insane. He teleports around the map and you essentially get one chance to block this attack or else you're cooked.
This is not the end.
Yeah, fire.
And I tried so many times here.
Yes! Yo, third phase, yeah, and I got hit once. Tell me how I can literally flawless the first two waves, and then I get to the last wave and I miss one or two fucking parries and I'm just dead.
What?
Making it past this teleport phase is one thing, but then he spawns in 3 enemies out of like fucking nowhere, and you have to avoid them while also trying to avoid his attacks that are also coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, alright. Fucking sick, man.
It was clear I needed a break, and instead of getting off like any normal person would, I teleported to the Nameless General.
I didn't defeat him. Or maybe it was like we both killed each other at the same time. Oh, we did. No way. That's got to be like the rarest shit.
I went back to Tian Ying and tried again for a solid hour, before realizing you can invite support into your game. In hindsight, I didn't expect the person I invited to be the most overpowered player of like all time, but you know, I'm not complaining.
Although the boss has scaled up to her now. Okay. She was like floating in the air and shit. Like, what is this, bro? Should have done this from the start, me. Okay. Nah, this is actually good. What the fuck? What a go. Buddha's Afterglow. Say less. Thank you very much to that individual. So is there a final mission or is it just a cutscene? Okay, this is the ending of the game. See how it goes. See how it ends. Oh. Okay. The final destiny, I guess.
2 trophies remain now, with the final hurdle being the Wolf Maiden. This is heavily considered to be one of, if not the hardest boss fights in the game, and I 100% agree. The fight starts out with 2 wolves coming down for a charge attack before the Wolf Maiden jumps down as well, and just non-stop spams you the entire time.
Bro, her attack just seems so fucking random. You just have to spam and just hope.
I'm sure there's a method to this fight if you recognize like a single pixel of movement from the Wolf Maiden stance, but I tried over and over again to no real success.
You literally just have to fucking spam and like block. It's so shit.
I watched a no-hit run on YouTube, and it seems the only way to beat this fight is to perfectly parry every single attack.
I literally cannot time this fucking attack, man.
It became pretty clear I was never going to get this done. Like, I literally made it to the second phase once, and that's when she does this hyper red attack and spins constantly, which took me out straight away.
Mate, there's a method to this madness somewhere, but I can't fucking do this, man. Honestly, my only way forward, and this is me owning up, saying that I'm just not at the skill level that this game requires is to just pray someone joins the game. Oh, are we about to get the plat? Holy fuck, what a massive shout out, bro. Let's fucking go. Thank you, GOAT. Thank you, GOAT. Cannot believe we're at this point, the final trophy of the game. There's still so much to do, which is mad. It's a mad thing to even really say. This is a game, to be honest, that I will probably come back to. It's a weird one because I never usually like these kind of games, but I do want to get to a point where I can take down these bosses without needing help. You know what I mean? When I have like better gear, because I actually had a load of fun here, man. Like, very good game. Story, I think, could be explained a little bit better. I think there's a bit of translation. The last trophy is to get all the way up there. Beautiful game. Nice, there we go. The hero is the voice of the world. Goodbye, where winds meet. By Voldemort as well, my flipping goat. Thank you as always for watching, and if you made it to the end of this one, then I really do appreciate it, as I know it's not the normal content, but still watching to the end means a lot. Thank you again to Everstone Studio for hitting me up and supporting the channel, and I'll see you all very, very soon in the next one. Bye-bye!